Well, it's that time of year for me where it's time to mulch. I don't necessarily have to, but it's only going to help my soil life, and it can help yours as well. I'm going to show you the coolest way to get your mulching done and cost you nothing at all. I've talked about it a zillion times. If you want your food life, your soil's food web to be jumping off the hook, then you got to be mulching. And you need to be doing a lot of it. So that's precisely, look, I've talked about it before, and now I'm going to show you exactly how easy it can be. So when we come out here and work on things, I'm like, okay, well, don't necessarily want that there. And my mulch ring, which was all wood chips before, was plumb up to here. I kid you not. Maybe not quite that high, but it was at least 8 to 10 inches. And then once again, if we pull some back, what do you see down in there? This stuff has all become compost. It's now soil. Whole lot of, wonderful things down in there. So here's why I'm saying the permaculture way of doing this stuff is not only going to save you a pile of money, it's also going to save you a lot of time and probably save your back when you're considering, okay, I don't have to walk in here with arms and arms full of wood mulch. I don't have to get it out of the back of the vehicle and then put it into here. Look, y'all, you can just grow it right in place. That's exactly what I'm talking about. And I'm very pleased today because it's about that time. Look, I got a bunch of choices here. I got comfrey over here. I got comfrey over here. I got yarrow over here. But let me tell you, the star of the show today is this false indigo, which is right here. Have you noticed that I did not move a single bit? I'm on my knees. I leaned here, leaned here, leaned here, leaned here. Not only do I want to be efficient, it's got to be ergonomic too. It needs to make sense. So let me show you how I'm going to do this. And it's really this insane and simple. First of all, it started with design. As you can see, my comfrey is probably, in this case, we usually have it all over the place. But in most cases, we got one right here, got one right here, one over here, one over here, one over here. Now, why am I doing it? Comfrey is a dynamic accumulator. And good night, man. It seems like I'm shortchanging it every time I call it that because it has so many incredible qualities. But also, we feed tons of it to our animals, our chickens, high in protein, vitamin B, you name it, it's all right there in those leaves. So when it's in those leaves, I'm thinking, okay, why not borrow some, throw them on top, like so, and then, you know what, the first thing that's going to happen with these guys is that they're going to get really slimy at first if they're covered up. But I don't necessarily have to take it all, just take what I need. Okay, this yarrow over here, medicinal in every possible way. Sheep love it. Just take my handy dandy rice knife. By the way, we sell those at the website. Throw that around here. And then I haven't even moved off my path. I can go over here. There's a bunch of different ways I can go about it because this is a nitrogen fixer. And look, it ain't always going to be the case. Now, I got black locust that's down over there. I don't want to use that here because one of its virtues is that it doesn't necessarily want to break down. This is false indigo. I'm going to throw it down. And you know what? At the same time, I'm pruning. So, and the cool thing about a lot of these trees is that and the cool thing is also I can use my rice knife to get it done. The cool thing about these trees is that the more I abuse them, and which I don't want to do, but the more I work with them, the more they're going to want to be vigorous. Sorry. So I know that this is a problem. It's going to be growing into my fence before long. Okay, so we'll get that over there too. Just like that, I got myself, and you're thinking, okay, well, how good a mulch ring is that? Well, I'm telling you what, that's all you need. That's why we think about where we're planting certain things and we put them in the zones where it makes sense. Now, this is just one-time mulching. Before this summer and fall is out, just off this tree, the comfrey I have around it, and yes, the old comfrey that I chopped and dropped will grow up out of there. This thing I could probably do 2 to 3 more times before this year's out. So you don't have to buy all these things, folks. I'm telling you, this is why permaculture really, truly is my passion. Is because it answers all these questions. Let's say the worst should happen. Things get stupid. Things jump off, whatever the case may be. Well, these are things you don't have to worry about because they grow in such close proximity. I got my medicine in the form of comfrey, yarrow, and a ton of other things around here that could also be used as mulch. Let's go look at another spot. Well, heavens to Murgatroyd, here we are. Got a pear tree over here and it's got some pears kicking on it. And you may have a different variety of things around each tree. It's okay. And then every blue moon, you're gonna have something like this where weed is in there and you gotta take it out. That's all right, you'll be part of the mulch ring too. But once again, in very, very close proximity to my mulch ring, I got this comfrey. Okay, so I got some raspberries over here that Michelle's gonna lose her mind if I mess with. That's the beauty about doing it this way. So I'm gonna get it from another area, like right here. Okay, I started with the comfrey before, but here's another false indigo. Now, once again, can I make the problem the solution? That is of profound importance, y'all. The way this is growing and as vegetative as it is, I got my driveway over here. And I know that if I leave these unattended, guess where they're going? Right dead into the driveway. So I need to get rid of them anyway. Plus, it's only gonna make good sense. So I got one, I got two, and I don't have to be fancy with these. In fact, if I wanted, I could take some loppers, chop these up, but here's another way I go about it. I kind of break it in thirds. You'll see this here in a minute. And then I'll flip them around. I should have done that to begin with. Check this out, follow me. And then just like this, I got something of a wreath around this tree. Okay, well, I could situate it a little bit better than that, but I think you get the point. The idea, cover the ground, feed the microbes. That's exactly what we do. And if I wanted, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead, take that comfrey. That's why I love these rice knives so much, man. It just makes it a real cinch, you know, in close proximity. This one, I don't think I wanna mess with because guess what? The bees are gonna be digging that. So you basically harvest the things. You don't have to go out here and clear cut it. Look, I left a few of them back. You don't have to take it all. Just take what makes sense. Throw it around there. Okay, does this make sense? Just like that. So still, I'm not messing with the raspberries, which like I said, she would lose her ever-loving mind. And check out the proximity. These raspberries are right here on the spot. And they're practically, I mean, look at that. And folks, I'm telling you, wow, they're coming around pretty good. I like that. So, not only am I growing my food in close proximity to these trees, which is obviously the raspberry, the tree itself, and all the other, the ground cover, the strawberries, all those things that are happening right now, but I'm growing my medicine in close proximity too. We just passed some thyme, rosemary, all kinds of wonderful things. These raspberries, like I said before, fantastic, wonderful, and better than anything you could ever hope while you're at, you know, when you're in a store. Plus also, I might do a little bit of corrective pruning while I'm down here. These things that I don't necessarily want, I'm already here. So why not look at it and say, okay, there's things going on in this tree I don't necessarily want to mess with. So I'm making myself more efficient all at the same time. So I'm getting the mulch done. I'm getting the pruning done if it requires any, you know, corrective pruning. I'm looking at everything else out here. I'm interacting with the landscape. I'm being grounded, and I'm getting food all at the same time, y'all. I mean, this is why I love what I do, and this is why I'm trying to evangelize it to as many people as I possibly can, y'all. So hopefully this was a blessing to you. Hey, coming up at the end of August, remember, August 29th through the 31st, we have the first ever Homesteaders United Jamboree. We'd love to see you there. We'll have links down below. I'm going to be doing a whole lot of teaching out there. A whole lot of other folks are going to be doing it too. Hope to see you there because it is going to be one of a kind. If you need anything from us, the comfrey I talked about, the rice knife, bone sauce, which is the world's best deer repellent. We make it right here. Go check out the website, y'all. We sell things that help you on your homestead. It's not going to be trinkets or whatever. We sell the things that we actually use. So if you can support us in any way, go check us out at the website. If not, use this trick. Email me pictures. Let me know how it works out for you because it makes my day every time I hear from you folks. Until next time, this is Billy. Perma Pastures Farm, where permaculture is my passion. See you next time.